At a time when residents are facing a pandemic, are struggling to put the food on the table, are struggling to meet the bills, the last thing they want to hear are that thousands of tax bills are going to go out to school taxes that are improper. We're not talking a dozen, we're not talking 100, we are talking thousands. And those are a direct result of the inability of the Nassau County Assessor to do his job. Now, we've all worked during this pandemic, we all have responsibility, but right now, because of his inability to get his job done, we have, like I said, thousands of people who are facing bills that are incorrect. It's wrong, it's outrageous, and frankly, we are calling on the county assessor to do his job, do it correctly, and get the bills updated correctly so residents don't have to pay more than their fair share of taxes.
What's sad about the situation is that the county assessor has had an additional month to get the tax roll in proper form. I might add that our office has conducted 2 collections during the time that New York State and Nassau County were under an extended lockdown caused by COVID-19. On August 5th, 2020, Governor Cuomo issued an executive order. That executive order provided the Nassau County Assessor an additional month to get the tax roll in order. It also extends the time for taxpayers to make that first half school tax payment from November 10th until December 10th without penalty. Additionally, the executive order of Governor Cuomo extended the time to file SCAR appeals until September 4th, 2020. I can speak for my office, the Receiver of Taxes in Hempstead, and I can tell you that we fully expected on October 26th to receive a correct tax roll. My team is ready to move forward. We're ready to generate those bills. We're ready to help the taxpayers. This week, we start our taxpayer seminars. We are trying to help our taxpayers save money when they are needed most.
The only other thing I would like to point out is that when Laura Curran announced that she was going to ram through this reassessment, regardless, she promised that it would be accurate. Right now, today, as we speak here, her hired attorneys from New York City, with experts from Colorado and other places in the United States, are arguing that plus or minus 10% on your assessment meets the professional standard. It's close enough. So if you have a house that, let's say, would really sell, maybe you bought it yesterday for $500,000, Moog, the assessor, is arguing that, well, if we come up with 450 or if we come up with 550, it's all the same thing. Well, the trouble is, if they come up with 550, you're paying 10% more in taxes, which could easily be $1,200 to $1,500 every single year.
You know, this is supposed to be a very fair and accurate. We've been told over and over ad nauseum, this is the most fair, this is the most accurate. Well, clearly it's not. Clearly you've had an incredible amount of residents who have done their diligence, found out it's not, and the numbers reflect this wasn't fair, this wasn't accurate. These numbers, these assessments are incorrect, and as the receiver said, they've had an extra month to do this. You know, she's done collections for thousands of taxpayers. You know, we've been operating government. We had the beaches open. We had the pools. We've had our building department. You know, government has an obligation, but this is people's money. And this is, you're talking the biggest bills that people face. And I know these lines from my years there, and I know what it's going to be like. You know, residents do not want to pay more than their fair share. And when it comes to their biggest bill, the school tax bill, this could be it could be $1,000 increase or even more for just somebody, and now they're going to have to wait a year to get it back. It's inexcusable. The county assessor has a responsibility, and I join with the receiver. Do your job. You had an extra month. Where there's a will, you will find a way. That's what you know what? Every level of government has done it this year. They have, where we've wanted to do programs to get the beaches, the parks, the pools, the building department. We are passionate about it. We were able to do it. Well, you know what? His passion should be doing his job right and doing right by the residents, and they clearly have not done that.